Looking at Wednesday's daily math, the first problem says this year Miss Disney's class collected 23,458 cans for the food drive. Miss Anderson's class collected 32,139 cans. Which class collected more cans? If I look in the largest place value, Miss Disney's class collected two 10,000s, and Miss Anderson's class collected three 10,000s. We know that 3 is more than 2, so Miss Anderson's class collected more. The next question asks us to write the number 45,920 in word form. So remember, when we write numbers in word form, we're going to name all of the thousands together. So I have 45,000. Then I name the hundreds, tens, and ones together, 920. 45,920. Now I'm rounding the number 4,719,429 to the nearest 10,000. So I'm going to underline my 10,000s place value and everything bigger. Of 471 10,000s. I'm going to look to my next smallest place value, which is a 9. 9's bigger than the midpoint, so it tells the 1 10,000 to go up. So I'm going to keep my 4,000,000, my 700,000. I'm going to change the 1 10,000 to a 2, and everything after it will become zeros. 4,720,000. Next, I'm finding the difference of 28,007 minus 24,358. So I'm going to write those numbers vertically. 28,007. I'm going to be careful to line up my place values in 24,358. Switch colors here. I'm going to see if we can subtract. If I have 7, I can't take 8 away without being a negative number. So I'm going to go to my next larger place value, exchange them, but I don't have any 10s, so I have to keep moving over. There's no hundreds either. I have to go all the way to the thousands. I'm going to take one of those thousands. I can trade 1,000 for 10 hundreds, but that doesn't help me in the ones place value, so I'm going to take one of those hundreds and make 10 tens, but that still doesn't help me, so I'm going to take one. Now I have 9 tens, and if I add 10 ones to my ones place value, I have 17. 10 plus the 7 I already have makes 17. Okay. 17 minus 8 is 9. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 3 is 6. Bring down my comma. 7 minus 4 is 3, and 2 minus 2 is nothing. So my answer is 3,649. Next, I'm going to find the sum of 52,649 plus 1,473. 52,649 plus 1,473. I'm going to make sure to put the 1 in the thousands place value. 4 hundreds, 7 tens, 3 ones. I'm ready to start adding. 9 plus 3 is 12. I'm going to write down the 2 and regroup my 1. 1 plus 4 makes 5, and 5 plus 7 is 12. Write down the 2 and regroup the 1. I know 6 and 4 makes 10, plus 1 more is 11. Regroup my 1 again. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. And 5 plus nothing is 5. So my answer is 54,122. Next, I'm finding the product of 7,542 times 6. I'm going to put my big number into expanded form. So I have 7,000 plus 500 plus 40 plus 2. I'm going to draw an area model today. There's several different ways we've been solving, and any of those are okay, but today I'm going to solve by drawing an area model. I'm just drawing a rectangle. My small side is 6, and my long side is going to have a value of 7,542, and I'm going to use the expanded form. So I've got 7,500 40 and 2. If I add all those parts together, I will get 7,542. So to find the area of each part, I've got 7,000 times 6 for this piece. The length is 7,000. The width is 6. So I'll find that by doing 7,000 times 6. 7 times 6 is 42. And I have 3 zeros. Next, I'm going to find the area of this part by doing 500 times 6. My length is 500. My width is 6. 5 times 6 is 30. And I have 2 zeros. So the value of 500 times 6 is 3,000. Next, I'm going to find the area of this part. My length is 40. My width is 6. So I'm going to do 40 times 6. 4 times 6 is 24. And I have 1 zero. So 240 is my answer. And for my last part, I have a length of 2 and a width of 6. So 2 times 6 equals 12. Now I just have to add my parts together. 42,000 plus 3,000 plus 240 plus 12. If I add the ones together, I have 2 ones. I have 5 tens, 2 hundreds, 5 thousands, and 4 10,000s. My product is 45,252. All right, next I am going to divide 673 divided by 5. So I have 673 things total, and I want to make 5 equal groups. Remember, the groups have to be equal. I'm going to draw 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so I have 5 equal groups, and I'm going to put 673 things and share it between those 5 groups. Now we know we do not want to use ones. It would take us forever to go and give 1 to each group until we got to 673. So if I look, I notice in my hundreds place I have 6 hundreds. So I can go ahead and give each one of my groups 100. There's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So I have 100 left. if I have 100, and I look over and I have 7 tens, so I have 17 tens when I use my 100 that's left over, plus the 7 tens in 673. So if I'm thinking about this, I can give 30 to each group because I know that 3 times 5 equals 15. So remember, I've already given 100. So there's 130. Sorry, not 100. 530. 560. 590. Then 30 more is going to be 620. And 30 more is going to be 650. So I've used 650 of the 673 that I have. So that means that I have 23 ones. Well, if I'm thinking about the relationship between 23 and 5 groups, I know that 5 times 4 is going to be equal to 20, so I can give 4 more to each group. Okay, so if we count what we've done here, we've given out 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 530, 560, 590, 620, 650, 654, 658, 662, 666, 670. I'm sorry, I counted those wrong. Let's go back. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So I've taken care of 500s. If I just count the tens, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. If I add those together, in each group, I have 670. So if I look at my number 673, I have 3 left over, but I have more than 3 groups. So that's going to be my remainder. To get from 670 to 673, which is the total that we started with, we have to add 3 more. And I can't put those 3 into the groups equally. So we're going to have a remainder of 3. I'm going to count how many I have in each group. There's 134 in each group with a remainder of 3. The answer is 134, remainder 3. And we're going to do this one a little bit differently. We've got 1,470 divided by 7. So if I look at this, 1,470 divided by 7, I can see, I recognize automatically that 7 times 2 equals 14. So I'm going to break this number apart and say 1,400 plus 70, because I recognize that this 14 will divide equally into 7 groups. I just recognize that by knowing my facts. So I'm going to, and I can do that because 1,400 plus 70 equals 1,470. So now I'm going to divide those parts. If I do 1,400 divided by 7, I know that 14 divided by 7 is 2. And I have 2 zeros at the end, so that will be 200. Now I need to do 70 divided by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. And I have 1 zero at the end. That divides evenly. So now, because I had to put these two numbers together to get 1,470, I'm going to use my partial quotients, or the parts. I'm going to add those together. 200 plus 10 is equal to 210. So our quotient is 210. Alright, next, in January, Scott earned $8,999. In February, Scott earned $2,387 more than in January. In March, Scott earned the same amount as in February. How much did Scott earn in February? If I go to this sentence here, it says, in February, Scott earned $2,387 more than in January. So I know that Scott earned the same amount as he did in January, which was $8,999, and he earned $2,387 more than that. So I need to add those two numbers together to figure out how much money Scott earned in February. So I do 9 plus 7 is 6. I'm going to carry my 1. 9 and 1 makes 10, plus 8 is 18. Write down the 8, carry the 1. 1 and 9 makes 10, plus 3 is 13. Carry the 1. 8 and 2 makes 10, plus 1 more is 11. So in February, Scott earned $11,386. So that answers our question for this part. How much did Scott earn in February? In February, Scott earned $11,386. Part B said, how much did Scott earn in January, February, and March all together? To find out how much he earned all 3 months, I'm going to need the amount that he earned in January, which was $8,999. The amount that he earned in February, which we just found out was $11,386. Being careful to line up my place values. And it says in March he earned the same amount as February. So he earned another $11,386. I'm going to add all of those together. 9 plus 6 makes 15. Plus 6 more makes 21. I'm going to write down my 1. Regroup the 2. 8 plus 8 gives me 16. Plus 9 more gives me 25. Plus 2 is going to be 27. So I'm going to write down the 7. Carry the 2. Okay. So now I have 2 plus 9 plus 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 makes 6. And 6 plus 9 makes 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. So I'm going to write down my 7. Regroup the 1. 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 1 more is 10, plus 1 more is 11. I'm going to write down my 1. Regroup the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. So altogether, in January, February, and March, Scott earned $31,771.